Welcome to this edition of Workshop Wednesday with MeasurementMarketing.io, where we're going to get your GA4 set up in 10 minutes. Welcome. My name is Julie Brade. I am the Director of Measurement for MeasurementMarketing.io. Been building actionable dashboards for quite some time. Been a measurement marketer also for a number of years, and have been teaching measurement marketing to measurement marketers, to users like you. How many times can I say measurement and marketing in 1 minute? I don't know. It's been quite a few times already. And I also am the lead account manager for all of our dedicated measurement management clients, meaning that our team gets to see a lot of this stuff all the time in lots of different scenarios, and we all love a good puzzle to solve. So if you are back there in the Measurement Marketing Academy, you've seen this back there in the courses and workshops like these, as well as in Ask an Instructor support in our Winner Circle, our community. So if you ever have a question or a problem where you're trying to figure it out, we love a good puzzle, something to troubleshoot and help you. So reach out to us and let us know you're there, and we would love to help you. So as we get started, remember the one thing that you're going to be able to take and make your own so you can apply it today, and then come back and watch this workshop and get something else. So let's go ahead and get started with setting up your GA4 in 10 minutes. As always, when we start, we're going to start with our measurement marketing framework. We do have an entire course on the measurement marketing framework, so if you haven't gone through that, I highly encourage you to do so. It's a free course. It's an introductory course for all things measurement marketing, so it really sets the foundation and is a great strategy course for you. But you start with your plan, and you need to go from marketing in the blind. So you're kind of like, you're not sure what's working. It's kind of all that chaotic thing where you're throwing spaghetti against the wall and hope something will actually stick. And then you want to be able to grow those revenue profits reliably. You want to know what button to push, what lever to pull in order to make things work the way it's supposed to. And to do that, you do go through the measurement marketing framework. And the first step is plan, where you go through questions, information, and action. Then you go to build with results, traffic, and story. Then you have your launch, where listen, forecast, and optimize. Again, this is all like a really 40,000 foot view of the measurement marketing framework. If you want to know more how you can apply this system to your measurement marketing, there's a course that we'll talk about here in a moment. So let's go ahead and get ready to start the clock and get your Google Analytics 4 set up in 10 minutes. And real quick, we actually titled this Setup because that's what a lot of us kind of think of. But when you're creating and configuring your Google Analytics 4 is really what you're doing. You're creating an account or property, and you're configuring it. So setup is, usually what you're doing afterwards, but it is a usual term that we would see. So we wanted to make sure that it was easy to find this workshop for whenever you need it. So if you haven't already created a Google Analytics 4 account, you can definitely go through these prompts. It'll be really similar to what you're going to see when you're creating your property. So this is just one extra step that we're going to go through here, and we're going to say this is a test property for 2023. And I'm just naming this because we've done this multiple times. And then you can go through and see which settings you want to go ahead and check. Sometimes you want to check them all. Go through and see which one means is for you, which one maybe you don't want. And then you just hit the next button. And now we are under property creation. So in the very beginning, you had two columns. The first column was the account. The second column was for property. And now we are creating our property here. And so now we're going to say this is a test property for 2023. And now we're going to go ahead and change our time zone because we want to make sure that our time zone is matching up with our cart. So whatever it is that our cart is, we want to make sure that our Google Analytics is as well. So ours is Eastern time, so we're going to choose this one right here. And the reason you want to make sure that your Google Analytics and your cart matches is just in case there is a big difference in the time zones, you want to make sure that they align. So you don't want your cart date being showing different results than your Google Analytics 4 date, because obviously it can, if you have a 4, 5, 6 hour difference, they can show very different results. So you always want to make sure that is there. You choose your currency, and then you can choose next. There are advanced options that were kind of relevant at one point, but obviously since there is no more universal, I assume this will eventually go away, so that won't be a thing anymore. So we're going to choose next, and then you can go through and choose options for your business. And so this is where you can choose your industry and choose whichever one makes the most sense. It is not imperative that you have the exact correct one, and just kind of choose something that makes sense to you. And so we're going to choose something, where's the education one? The education one, and we're going to choose our business size, and we go on to next. Very simple. Now this one is has changed in 2023. This was not a part that had been in the early stages of GA4, Google Analytics 4, and so these were the reports that we had always seen in Google Analytics 4, and these other ones, I'll show you kind of what happens. So if we click on this, and then do this, the other ones disappear. So it's kind of forcing you to choose, I want these guys, or I want these right here. So I'll tell you right now, it does not matter which ones you choose, because you can always circle back and add them into your report library. Now, if you have zero clue what the report library is, that's okay. We'll show you here in just a moment after we get everything set up and configured. So we're going to go ahead and choose this right here, and we're going to choose to create. And you can, again, you can do this way if you want. That's perfectly fine. I'll show you how to get the other reports here in just a moment. So we're going to choose create. And then you go through and assign away your first child. Just kidding. You just go through and do all the acceptings. And if you are in an area where you possibly might have some compliance things you need to be aware of, obviously go through, have your data consent person go through and make sure all of that stuff is good for your company and your compliance and all that other stuff. So now we are on data collection. And we can go ahead and say, hey, we're a web or whatever platform makes sense. And now we're in our data stream. So remember, we had account, we had property, and we had data stream. I'll show you where data stream is in just a moment when we get to actually see the regular admin section. And so now I can say, here is our website, and we can call this one, oopsie, we need to get rid of that little part there. And then we can say this is a test data stream for 2023. And we can go ahead and leave this enhanced measurement on. There's lots of other workshops that dive deeper into that, and we can go ahead and create a stream. And so if you've been watching the clock, we are actually probably about 5 minutes into this, and obviously I've been talking quite a bit during this. So if you were just following along and doing it without listening or watching me on a faster speed, that you would probably get through this a little bit faster than those 5 minutes. So now, the thing that automatically populated itself, I've not touched anything after I press that last button. This is what's kind of saying, hey, once you scan the site, and we'll see what kind of things you have, so you can, let's see how we can put in your code. It's asking you to do that. And you could also, choose other different ways. If you have Google Tag Manager, definitely go the Google Tag Manager route. Otherwise, you can always choose other different plugins and stuff, say, hey, we've noticed you have Monster Insights. We know you have this. But if you have Tag Manager, go the Tag Manager route. There's other workshops that show you how to set up Google Analytics 4 with Tag Manager. You can also do the install manually way, and this is your Google Tag, and so you can just learn more about those as there. So just either way, you have lots of different ways to get it on your site using the Google Tag Manager, or some sort of plugin. Choose which way works best for you. And now we're going to back this out real quick just so you can kind of see where everything is at. And we're going to come say next, and we're going to continue to home, because we actually don't have any data because we didn't do anything. We're going to come down to this bottom left of admin. So remember, we started here. We created an account. Then that second step was creating the property. So I want to click here real quick just so you can see this one right here. The second one was when we created a property. We're going to exit. So if we already had an account, like we have all of these here, we would have started with the property, and we just would have started with that second step. Then remember, that third one was the data stream. And this is where we have that data stream. This is a test data stream for 2023. And so now we have this. And so here, if you were using Google Tag Manager, this is the thing that you need. Now I want to give you a couple of bonus tips here in our last few minutes of this 10-minute setup, or 10 minutes create and configure, is if you are using Google Tag Manager and you're going to set up your clicks and scroll and stuff, you want to make sure you circle back and turn off your scroll and you turn off your clicks here. Same thing if you're setting video engagement through Tag Manager, you want to make sure those are turned off. So that's just a little pro tip. Again, there's lots of other courses that we have and workshops to walk you through that. Then if you have personally identifiable information coming through, you want to make sure that you go through here and set that up. So make sure the emails, first names, last name, addresses, and stuff like that don't come through. There's in the What's New for October 2023, we walk you through that. And you can go through and just kind of see step by step, and you can even learn more here. So definitely go through that. Something really important. Don't want to be out of compliance there. Then go to your configure tag settings. It's going to take a moment to load, and then you can click on show more. So there's a couple of other things you want to make sure you do. You want to make sure you list out all of your domains here. So for some, unlike us, we have measurementmarketing.io, we have infusionsoft.com, infusionsoft.app, and we list all of those in our property. I'm actually going to go ahead and I'll go show you in a moment. But so we have configure domains and do the exact same thing with your unwanted referrals, because if you're going to the Infusionsoft site, you don't want measurementmarketing.io to show up as a referral. And so that's where you would list your domains here and your domain here. And if you happen to have a long video, you want to make sure that whatever your video length is, make sure you give yourself a little bit buffer. So if you have a 30-minute VSL, maybe you change your timeout to 45 minutes. So you'd go through and do that. So just a real quick check for you. You want to make sure you configure your domains. You want to make sure you list your unwanted referral, adjust your timeout sessions, and coming back, you make sure you redact your PII. And then you can go into your, let's see here, where did it go? We're going to come back into this in the main section here, your data settings, and it's going to want you to make sure you kind of go through, if you want Google Signals, you go through and get that started, and you can go through and acknowledge some of these data collection things and check all of those. And whenever you are ready, you can go dive into more of custom definitions and events and conversions and all of that. But you have officially set up your Google Analytics 4, or in our words, you have created and configured your Google Analytics 4 in less than 10 minutes. And all you need to do, again, is go into your data stream, grab this little ID here for Tag Manager or for other plugins. That's the measurement ID you need to go ahead and get that installed depending on how your site is set up. If you ever need to view those instructions again, just click in here and you'll be able to see all of the different ways for your site to get Google Tag Manager on it, or if you want just the Google Tag there. So what was your one thing? Was it the fact that it is not that hard to get Google Analytics 4 set up and collecting data? Now, if you're wanting to know a little bit more about that course that you saw earlier for the Measurement Marketing Framework, it is inside the Measurement Marketing Academy, and you can get it for free as just going in and getting a Toolbox membership. A Toolbox membership is free, and you get all kind of other little tools and things that are really, really useful for measurement marketers for free. And if you do want other courses, like we have a course that is for teaching you how to use Google Analytics 4. We have lots of different Google Analytics 4 courses, as well as Tag Manager, Looker Studio, all kind of other ones inside the Measurement Marketing Academy, as well as Winner Circle, Ask Instructor Support, and all of these other things to help you along your journey. If you're interested in joining us there, then you can go to measure.tips/getacademy, and you can see your different options for the paid membership as well as the free membership. We'll see you there, and thanks again for watching GA4 10-minute setup. We'll see you next time.